Hello, everyone. I got a very good question from Syed Faison. His question is about digestion, and it's my kind of question because I felt it was more important to know what's going on inside the pigeon and learning about the anatomy of a pigeon and how it functions to make my pigeons win. And I did. I really did. So subscribe. Please subscribe. The videos I make are to help you. So please subscribe. But let me answer his question. Can I know that what is the best thing to do for digestion problem of all pigeons, and as well for babies, have a digestion problem? Making a video of it any good? Formula from your experience. Syed, I love your question. But you have to understand what's happening in the pigeon to fix your problem. And I'm going to go right to the gizzard because that's where it all happens. You have to provide good grit. Grit contains small stones, oyster shell normally, some charcoal, and many, many minerals. In the gizzard, it grinds the food into very, very tiny particles for digestion. And it takes all the nutrients, whether they're amino acids or other things, and breaks them down into tiny particles so that the body can utilize them. That's where it starts, in the gizzard. The gizzard has a very, very tough coating, a wall. It's a muscle that works all the time. Its function is to break down the food into the tiny particles. So if you're having a digestion problem, it could be because you're not supplying the proper grit. To take it a step further, what you feed the pigeons is extremely important. If you're feeding them any kind of moldy feed or anything like that, the birds are not going to digest it properly. They're going to get sick from the contaminated food. Okay. What to feed the pigeons is probably a good pellet in your case because you got a digestion problem. Good grain. Make sure it's clean. I'm trying to think here so I can really help you. In the short, that's it. That's really it. You want to provide them adequate protein, which is about 14% to a minimum. You want to provide them fats to give them energy. That would be peanuts, safflower, sunflower, things of that nature. There's nothing special you have to do. You just got to provide the pigeon with what it needs to properly digest. And that's why I went right to the gizzard. Whatever you feed them is going to go down into the gizzard. It's going to go into the crop, soak, and get soft. From there, it will go into the gizzard and be digested and broken down so that the pigeon can utilize the components of the food. It's that simple. And the pigeon will take care of it all by itself. Now, if you have a problem with the birds, such as worms or coccidiosis or salmonella or something like that, you're going to think you got a digestion problem. You don't. The pigeon will take care of the digestion itself. So you got to check the health, make sure you're providing proper grit, make sure you're providing proper food, and your pigeons will be fine. I think that's it. I think I answered your question. Again, subscribe. If you speak another language, I'll provide a link to the other website where I post them in other languages. If you have a comment or a question, you can post it in your language on that site. I will translate it and do my best to answer your questions. Again, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.